watch us. Adrian Durson and Max Frill were supposed to play out the final. Adrian is currently grinding for world points, and his opponent asked the head judge and the tournament organizer if he could preemptively scoop. So he decided to give the win to Adrian Durson. Yeah. So we won't feature the final match, but we still have quite the treat for you. We have, on the one hand, Team E-Man's Erikos Beck.
The Greek powerhouse.
Yeah, a famous Greek player. Yeah. And he is facing the old legend. He is facing Umut Serin.
Yeah. So we have a very nice feature image indeed.
Yeah, my casting colleague of the last German nationals, actually. I'm really hyped to see that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, really nice to see Umut do that well. Oh, so yeah. He actually is...
He's extra. He's
That's
extra.
Very impressive. And looks like he's playing Salomon grade.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so obviously that means that Adrian Durson has basically won the whole event.
Yeah.
Which is very nice for him indeed. And we have that, I think it's table 2, right?
It
should be when actually Umut is...
Is Umut running Phantasme in Sky Striker?
Oh!
No, it's a multi-roll. Yeah, it kind of looks like Phantasme.
Nearly the same card. Nearly the same
Phantasme, multi-roll is all the same, but this hand looks good.
Yeah, it does. I mean, no, it does not.
Oh, yeah.
Because you do not have a starter.
Yeah, but it's a Sky Striker mirror match, actually. And
no, but isn't that... It looks like it is Erika's hand, right?
No, there would be a summon limit in there.
But... Yeah, you're right. No, it's true. Yeah, Umut's hand seems to be the Sky Striker hand. And... Is that Foolish Burial Goods? I don't think it makes too much sense.
It's both Sky Striker. Erikos played Sky Striker in Atlanta.
But there's Reclusia.
What have we learned until now? Never trust that.
Yeah. So, but also, it appears like also that Reclusia was a multi-roll.
Yeah.
So multi-roll comes in a whole lot of different shapes today.
Yeah, we have learned not to get tricked by that so far. So yeah.
That's true. So, who is going first here? I think it is Umut.
Yeah, Umut actually probably activated Foolish Burial Goods and now is trying to dig for the...
Yeah, he has to send the Metal for Fusion to actually draw into something.
Yeah, and Erikos knows.
And as soon as your opponent does that, he knows, okay, he does not have a very good hand at all.
But I have faith in Umut's draws. He's going to draw Ray.
What do you get?
Did he draw a trap card?
I didn't see it. But his face does not look too happy. No, it's a spell card, I think.
It's a spell card. Multi-roll. Oh, he has area 0, apparently. That's good. Having area is great.
And his opponent has no Ash.
Yeah, this is an access to Ray. This is fine.
That's perfectly good, yeah.
We can work with that. He can actually also try to dig for an engage, because then the start would be amazing. I mean, if you hit the anchor, if you hit the engage, then you can just send the multi-roll to the graveyard and you will get double engage off of a hand that was terrible.
That's true. So, okay. He decides to go for that first.
He's not risking it for the biscuit. I think I would have.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, if you're top deck like one of the best cards possible with the Metaverse Fusion, then you can just try it.
If you're that lucky, if it seems like you're that lucky.
Yeah, you get it back with roll anyways. Herman is right. This is what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like you're not really losing anything. Unless you're afraid of Ogre, but then you would have Ogred the multi-roll, I think. Because if you're going for the desperate play of sending Fusion back as the first thing you can do, then you would Ash or Ogre this play. So, yeah. Disagreeing as well.
Umut taking his time to figure that out right there.
Yeah, I mean, he's old. Like, he did it. Umut has an incredible history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Tops going back to like Stone Ages, basically. It's like the Stone Ages of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, he's had so much success, and also even like recent success, kind of. I think his last top was top 8 Rise as Rimini with Monarchs, and after that he kind of stopped going for like much meta. So Yeah, like now he's playing a
He's
good
back
deck
for
again.
Sky Striker, yeah.
He's playing Sky
And
Striker
he's
and
performing again.
it's working out for him. So Umut is a great player. He as soon as he stops playing Draco, it's work out for him.
Icentrix, I don't think they're playing for this third place because Max Fröbel obviously loses the last round.
Yeah.
And if Umut actually wins this, Umut will be second place.
Yeah. Do you Twin Twister the multi-roll now? I mean, the problem is that that his only discard would be.
That's even better. Now you can actually pop both. Oh no, it would still resolve. Yeah, it would still resolve.
Also a set Metalfall Fusion, by the way. Oh, this is
That's engage.
Yeah, this looks.
Engage is rage for your opponent when you hit it with Area 0.
Yeah, like multi-roll is gonna send the Area 0 now, and this game is starting to look okay.
Interesting. I
Is
mean,
this final? No, it's not. Don't hurry. Don't rush us, man. It's been a long day.
Hello, answer please. It is the last round of Swiss indeed, and we explained before our table 1 featured match, so which would be the final if you want to call it like that. They actually agreed. Oh no, they did not agree. That sounds like suspicious, but the one player, Max Fröbel, actually just admitted defeat immediately to make Adrian Duzung get the win to actually have the best position in the World's Point race, which is very kind of him. Very gentle move from him, I would say.
Damn.
Do you think he kind of threw it away there by not going for that extra dig with his field spell? Maybe
no, this is
really
not illegal.
Tired.
Intentional draw is illegal, but if you want to, you can surrender your round.
Yeah,
that is completely
you can surrender
fine.
whenever you want to. That's right.
Nobody stops you from losing games. Intentional drawing is a different story, but if you want to lose, then you can lose. So you could also not show up.
Because intentional drawing is like
taking away spots from
exactly.
Opponents.
It's a disadvantage for other players.
Yeah. Yeah, this case where with Billy Bragg was a bit different because they started playing, and as soon as you start the match, then I don't know, it was weird, and also it got rewinded, right? So
was it? I don't really remember.
Billy Bragg got unbanned.
Yeah, right. He got unbanned.
Yeah,
and that was for the situation with his girlfriend. He got initially banned for that. Okay.
Oh, the Eagle Booster.
So let's see. Billy Bragg, like such a legend of the game, right? He has 4 YCS wins.
Yeah, that's a bit much, actually.
That's so much. But could he have done it in Europe? I mean, one of his titles is from Europe, obviously. Like back in the days when he defeated Joshua Schmidt in the finals.
Yeah, what an epic battle.
Oh, yeah. And then they just came back to Prague and Joshua got revenge.
Is Erikos actually also in for World Points right now? He should be close, right? He topped like every YCS, felt like it as well, at least.
He probably is in a good spot as well. That's true. So that match could be very important for him too. And he also has Desires in hand. What do you think right now of playing Desires in Sky Strikers? Do you like it?
Yes, it's the last round.
Indeed it is.
Which Joshua has no YCS win? Joshua Schmidt has no YCS win.
He has 2 YCS wins. Yeah. Erikos is in the race. Thank you, Ali, for pointing that out. So he will be very happy to take that match then.
I think Umut should scoop it at this point.
Yeah, I do agree. Madrid and Bochum. Yeah, Madrid and Bochum is correct. I think he won. He won.
Damn, son.
What is that? Oh, that's Eagle Booster.
Yeah, but I mean, does it matter too much?
Exactly. Madrid was with Shadows, and obviously Bochum was with No, it wasn't Bochum. It was Prague. He won Prague. He won Prague with Paleo. He lost to Billy in the finals in Bochum, and then he won in Prague.
Yeah, Erika's resolved role on Area 0, so Umut couldn't respond. Yeah. Judge, Matze, judge.
Yep. Spam that judge emote into the chat.
Yeah, I was
illegal.
actually curious if he could respond, because I didn't remember if he activated role. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, they're just figuring it out as well, right? It looks like it. Oh yeah, I think they just realized. He put back, yep, everything fine now. It's good, it's fine. We don't need to judge anymore. But still, thank you for spamming these judge emotes there. So let's Shizuku hit in the field. Yeah, like I do agree. Umut should probably scoop right there, because you're running out of time if you're taking too long for all of that. And I mean, a draw would benefit nobody in this situation. Like, Erikos wants to win this, and I mean, Umut probably wants to win it as well. Like, just for the sake of it, being second place at this event is pretty prestigious. You could basically call that his biggest success in recent tournament history.
Yeah, I think so too.
So
he had to discard the engage now for Twin Twister.
That hurts.
Damn right it does. But I mean, he still has access to it. He can go into Kagari and then Eagle Booster is Kagari, so he's not in a too bad spot. Yeah. Because like Twin Twister multi-roll hurts.
And also, he has an additional spell in the graveyard.
No, he doesn't need to scoop, so this is far from over actually.
So, what do we have there? Some damage being dealt. They're just putting it into our software there, so we have the correct amount of life points. Yep, and now Umut can go off. What is the set card from Erikos? Do you know from the top of your head?
Could be Anchor. Summon Limit. Summon Limit.
Oh, yeah, right, it is Summon Limit. And even if it is Anchor, it does not really matter because both players know that there's the Eagle Booster.
Yeah, but this one will get ashed.
Yep, so, there it is.
Yeah, Ash actually hurts. Gotta say, Ash hurts.
Umut casually dropping one of his cards to the graveyard or the bottom of.
Now there's the question everyone is asking: can Umut find the next engage of the Area 0?
Usually you do. So show us the engage. Is he worried about getting rid of his
Eagle Booster?
Eagle Booster there? I mean, if he chains it, Erikos might chain an Anchor.
There is the engage. Umut still both engages.
One is not even enough. That is good.
Look at this. If he had activated the Area 0 in the first turn, then he would have gotten an engage off of that and this one.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. That's fun. Must be fun to be in Umut's shoes right now. Umut's graveyard is such a mess at the moment.
Is this Eagle Booster is it banished? Did he set it with multi-roll in the first turn? He didn't, right?
Nope.
No, he didn't.
Okay. Nope, it's not. Guetza, maybe he did that for 8 rounds straight, but
what is the last set? Like, if it's jamming wave, then Summon Limit will just be flipped up. If it's Afterburner, he doesn't care about it.
That's right.
It's Afterburner, so he doesn't care. I mean, but still, the hand of Erikos shows us engage and desires.
Which is something to work with.
Yeah, you can play with engage and desires.
Probably.
Especially if there is no backup like Anchor.
But like, why didn't Erikos actually activate the desires in his first turn?
Desires is terrible in the mirror match. Like in a spot like this, you can go for it. If you kind of have to play with it, then it's fine, but you really don't want to get rid of all your resources. You just rather use it sometimes as a target for area 0 or multi-roll, you really don't want to activate it in the mirror match because you know how grindy it gets.
Yeah.
And if you're getting rid of like 2 anchors and you set one back with multi-roll, then you have no anchors left in the game to stop your opponent from Kagariing. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Erika searched with Shizuku even though me ate anchor? What?
I don't think so. No. There was no anchor being activated by Umut. So, nicely done by Umut. Maybe turning things around here. So, he's searching for drones. As you were saying earlier, just searching drones in end phase is just a backup plan. I have it ready for next turn. And let's see what Erikos is grabbing there.
Honestly, Golden Sleeves is just something that an Umut Sarian could pull off.
These are pretty nice. I played these before too. But then after like 2 events, my sleeves were so dirty that I couldn't play them anymore. I mean, you saw my actual sleeves. I don't know why, but my sleeves just tend to get so dirty really quick. And I hate it. Like, it just looks uncool and dirty.
He actually activates desires. He wants to bait out. No, he doesn't want to bait out Ash, honestly. Obviously, doesn't make any kind of sense. But this could hurt him.
But it could also benefit him.
Oh, apparently this is not an engage. This is a... What?
Umut does not have engage in hand, no.
Yeah,
it is
he has
Hornet
token.
drones.
Oh, guys.
We do know that. So...
What is this?
What did Erika search for? Ooh, jamming waves.
Yeah, just
I think
jam the Eagle Booster and then you... This is Metaphor's Fusion, not Eagle Booster.
Okay. Makes it kind of hard for us.
Yeah.
And yeah, Yami Yugi, you're actually right. Umut can still win this indeed. We thought it's over for him and he should scoop, but he's in an okay position right now. Especially if Erika's just casually banished like all of his Eagle Boosters and an Anchors or something. I think it's the first time for Erika's actually checking what he banished there.
I mean, he probably saw his main deck and he was like,
yeah, that's right.
Okay, this is what I have.
But I think he actually activated Engage for that. He was like, okay, let me activate Engage and see what I have left. I mean, could be good to actually know beforehand what you're aiming for with that Engage. But of course, I mean, you're playing a deck full of Sky Striker spells, so you will probably be able to resolve the Engage.
I think he desires through it. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe. It could be. Like, honestly, the graveyard is full. It's, like, really loaded. But he will probably access an anchor as at least. Like, at least one anchor should be in there for Erika's. And I don't know if Umut can play through this, because honestly, he just has 2 draws and drones. It could work.
Just 2 draws and drones.
I don't know, man. Like, this doesn't... Oh, he still has Shark Cannon. Does he use it on Ray? Probably, right?
I guess that makes sense, yeah. He already took it out, instantly activated it.
And now he gets back the anchor. Ogre.
Where should that ogre come from? Because I think he only has 1 card in hand and it's drones.
He does. Erika's just slamming it down, said, like, yeah, I can know what
I would like to know, yeah.
Yeah, Fusion. Like, he has Fusion and Area 0 to dig for Engage.
And he can do that successfully. We saw that before.
This is really something Umut can do.
Pull it up, Umut. Pull it up for us, please.
Like, only an Eagle Booster already would help.
That's true. Just kidding. Only Eagle Booster, no. Let's just take the Engage. That is actually really funny.
I mean, now, Erika's could... I don't know if he runs 2 Eagle Boosters, because then Erika's could consider responding to the anchor to the Engage activation, but this could actually bring Umut back to this game. Like the Twin Twister that is not like necessarily a staple card anymore. Yeah, multi-roll. He's going to find some. I also don't know what else he has in grave. He has Jamming Wave apparently, so he can banish the anchor that was just set.
Yep.
And Summon Limit doesn't really do anything.
Does he still have Summon Limit? Did he draw into another one? Or like just potentially?
Oh, no, yeah, I think he drew into another one.
Okay.
Did he just not respond to... Did he even have an anchor in graveyard? I'm confused. Oh, there is Vader anyways. Oh, this is way too much stuff. And the screen is really blurry, so...
Yeah, it really is kind of hard to keep track right now. But guys, as you can see in the chat, get your Yu-Gi-Oh! Player for Life cap. That YPFL cap. We both have ours, so better make sure to get yours and click on that link.
Does Ericos have another ring grave? Apparently, right?
Looks like it, yeah.
Does Ericos have 2 effect Veilers?
I think the one card is not Veiler, no. It looks like... I mean, one of them was a Veiler, but the other one looks like Ogre? Could be Ogre.
Oh, Ogre would hurt.
Ogre would definitely
How many
hurt.
cards can this guy play in his deck? Like Summon Limit, all the hand traps.
He's just playing
Desires,
50 cards. Just playing 50 cards because Desires as well. That's why he does not care to banish 10 cards. Because he has so many cards to play with. So, is there even an engage left to grab with the field spell now?
I don't think so, no. So
and... just a field spell.
You actually don't want to see that necessarily. But okay, this could be okay for Umut because actually he can activate the area 0, so he has another counter on multi-roll. And if he wants to send away the area 0 in the next turn to summon Ray, he can do that by activating the new one because this one should get banished as he set it from multi-roll in his first turn.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm really happy that I don't have to make the decisions for those guys now.
At that time of the day, that would be killing us, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're playing... Okay, I've been in both positions. You're like really focused on your one deck that you have been playtesting all the time.
Yeah.
And you have played those matches before. But we have to cast like every damn deck now and then know every deck. And then at some point you're just out.
But it's also kind of funny. We were waiting for that grindy Skystriker mirror match all day long, and we get it in round 9 of the day. Like after all that work, we're finally here to have that grindy game where game 1 is already taking over 20 minutes.
Yeah, and maybe we have seen Ericos back, the Greek powerhouse, throw away the Skystriker mirror match with a Pot of Desires.
Possibly, yeah.
Did Umut not use his Metaphors Fusion in the graveyard? So, end of main phase, the effect Veiler.
It really was double Veiler, right?
Yeah, it was double Veiler. So he only has Ray in Rota in hand, but I think he doesn't have Ray anymore in the deck because he banished one with Desires. There was one banished by Shard Cannon already, and he didn't activate the reinforcement. So yeah, Umut, this card is banished. Banished. Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I figured that he knew it. Because, like, why would you activate? Okay, for multi-roll. Why did I wish for this, honestly?
Umut going up in 2019, yeah.
I'm overheating, honestly. Yeah, Umut is doing a great job. Of course, staying in the game by ripping engages, but Ericos didn't really do anything else, right?
Yeah, that's right.
He also ripped engages, so yeah. Set off Anchor and Eagle Booster. This is good.
That's so amazing how this game is going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, and again, something you have to consider is what extra deck cards do they still have left?
That's always a factor, yeah. Because usually the Skystriker players aren't running Hercules plays anymore. Yeah. So they cannot recycle their Link monsters. Pot of Avarice still banned in the TCG, so there's no chance of doing that.
Yeah, I think Umut didn't use his graveyard Metaphors Fusion. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know, because I think I saw it in the graveyard, but I don't want to make any quick.
And Ericos just reminded him of that by activating his own copy.
I think this is maybe why he was laughing. But very, very intelligent response. Yeah, Eagle should be banished Judge, Matze?
Judge, the Eagle Booster has to be
Kannst du
banished.
denen sagen, dass der Eagle Booster gebanished werden muss? Banish Eagle Booster. Kannst du das sagen?
Was?
Banish Eagle Booster because of multi-roll.
Banish Eagle Booster. Banish Eagle Booster sozusagen.
So we're delivering that information to the table step by step. Our operator, like our on-site operator, will hopefully go to the table and just tell them. Oh, did Setsu Blue just says he did, but he drew it again. The Metal for Fusion.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Drawing Metal for Fusion with Metal for Fusion always is so much fun.
It's okay. I mean, in the grind game, you know that you're going to eventually draw 2 cards in the next turn, so yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just imagine he would have drawn the Metal for Fusion turn 1. Like, when he really needed to draw something, like, that would have been so devastating.
Yeah. How many cards does Ericus have left? Like, this can't be much, right?
Yeah, but when Umut was shuffling the deck, he was counting the cards. It looked like, ooh, that looks like 3 cards or something.
Yeah.
Some confusion right there.
So, what?
Looks like we're continuing with the game under the table. Or maybe Erika's just really needs like a drink right now.
I love this. Magic Brot has been there. He has been to the CSL Grand Open in Berlin last year, which I casted with Robin Bachhofner.
Yeah.
Every time he just ran to the table when something happened that was incorrect. We called him Rescue Robin.
Yeah, that's possible if the commentators are on site, of course, yeah. But we are, as we said before, in Magdeburg right now. So pretty far away from Cologne.
So also this, okay, this is way too much for me. My head hurts.
Oh, yeah. And it is kind of unlikely that we see a full match here. Like, that will probably be the first game going into timeout.
Yeah, maybe it will also be the second game. I don't know. Maybe they draw, which would like be bad.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, he passes the turn. Umut is really ahead right now. He has stuff.
Did Umut banish the anchor yet? Because people in the chat saying that he did not.
The card that is banished. I mean, it looked like he didn't banish, but I think
there's no anchor. No, it is banished. I think it is the top card on the banish pile. Too. Everything is fine there, guys. But still, thank you for keeping your eyes open.
Yeah. At some point, you get so curious, especially as a caster, that you think that
you believe everything.
Yeah, everything is just like a cheat or something dirty.
So
it's like in some tournaments we've had that players were like doing weird stuff for 3 rounds. On the next round, every time something that we didn't immediately see. Okay, so the game is over. We just went crazy, like, this is a cheat, illegal activation, and then it was totally fine. We were just idiots, but
yeah, definitely. But still, it's nice to have that stream police just watching every single move and keeping an eye open for that.
But you guys shouldn't be too judgmental. It's really late. Like, forgetting stuff like anchor. Did he not scoop? Didn't he just scoop? I thought he scooped.
It totally looked like it, definitely.
What happened? Okay, so no scooping here. Ericus has to see like some kind of a win condition still.
Yeah, apparently. Hey guys, so it is obviously late for us as a caster, so we're not that full of energy anymore, and obviously it is pretty late for the players as well. So they had quite some Yu-Gi-Oh! Today already, so they are not on their highest level of performance probably anymore. So excuse that.
Yeah,
probably Umut isn't trying to cheat in any way. Like, not probably, he definitely is not. He just probably is tired as well, as we all are.
Okay, so I'm just gonna check the stream. Okay, so Umut is ahead in life points. Okay, I have to actually check my phone to see how the life points are because we can't see it.
Yeah, right now the picture is pretty blurry. That's kind of unfortunate. So let's
Kannst du
see.
einmal auf die Spieler wechseln und dann wieder zurück aufs Board. Geht jetzt, ja.
We have the players.
Now you didn't even use multi-roll, right? Like Umut.
I don't know.
Okay, that did not really help us, but now we're back on the field.
Thanks anyways.
But thanks for the try, yeah. There is Engage. Hello, Mama.
Did he activate 2 spells? I think he activated Engage, and that got ashed. Camera is getting tired as well. I can feel that. I can understand the camera, honestly.
Yeah, thanks for understanding that too, guys.
Also, thanks for pointing out the life points. You guys are really supportive.
Yeah, it has been a fun time today.
Ericos ripped the Engage from the top. And
But there are probably no targets. That was a wrong...
Okay.
A misactivation of Ericos. So there's 1-0 Umut. We already called him dead after like the first turn.
But we forgot about the Twin Twister he had said that completely annihilated the game plan of Ericos.
Yeah, and we forgot about his power of revealing engages with the field spell.
Engage. Umut won. I think Ericos scooped that because he knows if he keeps on playing that, he will lose in timeout. And I think he also had no target for engage anymore. So.
Probably.
Umut doesn't really win the match because like it's not timeout now, but I think they can still draw. I think game 3 is not
unlikely.
Yeah. It's 10 minutes left or 11?
Something around that, yeah. Like they have been at... Oh yeah, there you can see it.
I mean, like if you scoop really quickly in game 2...
Potentially, yeah.
Like before your opponent has the 3 minutes of time to...
Yeah, and then you go first and do kind of things, right?
Yeah.
That's how you win in time. So yeah, it actually is kind of likely that we're going to see game 3. Because that just is the perfect strategy.
Yeah.
You just have to make sure to get into game 3 and then have the chance to actually go for Kaina. And maybe your opponent does draw Effect Vader to hinder you from that, but you surely are in a very good position to win the match then.
Yeah, just Eagle Booster that.
Right. Yeah, if you search for Eagle Booster before, then you're just super safe. So, I think our clock looks frozen right there because that 10:58 stands there for a while now. And it doesn't look like it's ticking. Yeah, Frog3 or Frogstream is asking for that in the chat as well.
Time seems to be frozen, yeah.
There's no clock ticking at the moment, which is pretty good for Ericos actually. So he has a lot more time to win this match, to turn it around. Turn around.
Pete Zola seems pretty salty, to be honest.
Yeah. As soon as somebody starts writing in capital letters only, you can assume that he probably is salty.
Yeah, someone lost pretty hard.
Yeah. Is he making Ericos resleeves? That would be kind of funny to pull off that move now in the finals. Or not in the finals, sorry, but like in the final round of the day. There is a little itchy, little scritchy on your sleeve, so please change them out.
I don't dig the whole Umut hate
thing.
Ooh,
now we're flipping the table completely, huh? Another earthquake has appeared in Cologne. And another mid-round handshake. Lovely. Yeah, so I guess our on-site stream supporter just will be fixing the table there.
Yeah, but they should let them...
Yeah, let them continue to play for sure.
Yeah. Oh.
Engages. Hello. All the engage power.
Is there like much... He has engage in hand as well.
Oh, wow. Double engage.
Oh,
and
see, this one's good.
That is definitely good, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a very, very powerful opening for Erikos right there. And can you see like anything in the hand of Umut? It looks like Ash and Pankratops, which is decent going second.
Yeah, I mean, Ash doesn't really do too much here if Erikos plays this out correctly. Searches for the Eagle Booster, obviously, will be a multi-roll on Area 0 to finally summon a Ray, go into Kana, activate the engage for draw, then go for Kagari, activate another engage for draw, even if there is an
And what? An Ash?
a Veiler
A Veiler, yeah, of course.
or an Impermanence.
Yeah, we're working on that problem, guys.
Yeah.
We try to fix the camera. So, please, guys, chill out in the chat. Just, we want to make sure to finish this long day of Yu-Gi-Oh! In style and to have some late night fun now. And it looks like we're not going to get past midnight. We anticipated that for like at the middle of the day. We were like, we're probably going to go after midnight, but we might just finish right before midnight. Umut trying to get that sweet Kana game 3 win.
Yeah, who doesn't, honestly?
Actually, exactly, it's part of the game at the moment.
Yeah, this is Sky Striker mirror match.
Yep. I hope Erika's Firecrackers. Of course, because everybody's playing Firecrackers at the moment. So, there's Shizuku. Looks like multi-roll and Shizuku effect. So now we see the full hand of Umut. It looks like Eagle Booster, Area 0, Afterburner, Pankratops, and Ash. So it looks like Umut also kept the Ash for the shared ride?
No.
Oh, it is in the graveyard. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that yet.
Yeah, Pankratops is going to deal some damage, I think. Maybe.
So let's see. Umut considering his options.
Actually, we might... It's like weird that in this situation, the players still have to show their hands as soon as they draw a card, because that actually takes some time away from them.
That is kind of true. But I mean, it's like, at YCS it is the same. Oh no, you don't really have to show it because there's just a tech guy standing behind each player. So you don't have to show it to like the guy in the middle.
Yeah, Eagle Booster gets replaced for Eagle Booster.
Nice. But it's an additional spell on the graveyard, so you cannot complain.
So I think you can just attack over the Shizuku, activate Called by the Grave on Ray, on attack, of course. Wait.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, so yeah, I think that should have been the line of play.
But you can also just activate it on the effect of Ray then, when it hits the graveyard.
No, it's damage step.
No, I mean to special summon out another monster.
Oh yeah, of course. But that way he can't... Oh yeah, he wants to have this... Oh, what a weird way of playing this.
I mean, that way he wasted the Pankratops.
I mean, his only chance of getting into... Oh, sorry.
All good.
You guys didn't see that. I just shook up the monitor. This only way of getting into... This is actually a complicated turn, because his only way of getting into Ray is activating Afterburners to get like a pop with three spells on grave, and I don't think he can achieve that.
Doesn't look like it. He needs another spell on the graveyard.
Yeah, and if Erikos is smart, he's not going to activate the Ray effect this turn.
Yeah, at least
this is
not
why
until end
Umut
phase.
has to force him.
Yep.
Yeah, Umut should scoop this, because he's going to lose this in timeout.
So, it will probably and eventually come down to Kana Games 3, as some of you were anticipating in the chat. But let's talk about that for a second. Like, people are complaining about that, but that is just part of the game. Sky Striker actually has that win option in timeout right now. Konami decided to give Sky Strikers Kana, which, I mean, it has some merits in like the Thunder Dragon matchup to actually grind it out, to stop like some attacks, but it also is very, very relevant in this timeout scenario. That's what it's used most for, I would say, like more often than grinding versus Thunder Dragon. So that is just part of the deck at the moment.
Yeah, I mean,
you have that opportunity, so why wouldn't you take it?
Konami was just begging for this to be like relevant.
Yeah.
Also, guys, you're like complaining a lot, but Ericos lost this game like 10 minutes before it actually ended.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But I mean, can you see the clock? It looks like 4 minutes 12 now. So
I think it should be 4 minutes.
Yeah, 4 minutes and something.
Did Ericus just pass a turn? Yeah, Umut got rid of the engage. Actually, Ericus had to pass a turn and he couldn't get into a Ray.
And now we're getting Ray from the field spell. So we can actually try to attack for damage. And then Umut might not even need to go into game 3 because he could just have enough life points advantage in game 2. Let's see.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is still kind of risky because Ericos could still turn it around with having like Anchor and something. And it just seems safer to actually have that game 3 plan lined up, right?
I mean, you can still like dodge the Anchor, right?
If you have access to Eagle Booster, sure, yeah. But I mean, the option of going into game 3 and winning with Kaina, like, is slowly disappearing from him. Yeah. Because they're below the 3 minutes mark now. And yeah, like, you can actually side for 3 minutes. And it's like, you have that option and you can just definitely use it. So if you know you have no chance of winning because your opponent will just have that one turn, why wouldn't you side for that long? Like, it's just his fair right there. So around 2.5 minutes left on the clock, as you can see. So there is the jamming waves being activated on. Is it jamming waves? It looked like it.
Shark Cannon is going to be activated to summon back a Pancratops.
What's he doing from now on?
Tributes Ray to try and summon Hayate.
Yeah, I mean, we are at that point now that we're not going to see any side decking and we're not going to see game 3. That's true. Nobody will take I mean, Umut would be stupid to scoop now because then you're just not seeing game 3 anyway. So you should try to win it now.
So Pancratops.
Did he use the effect of Pancratops?
Yeah, he popped the Hayate, and Ray was initially used with effect. So he summons another Ray as a normal summon, goes into Shizuku.
Yeah. Sag mal.
So it looks like around 20 seconds.
Yeah, das wird schon passen.
Okay, I guess we will just have somebody tell us. What is the life points count right now? Is it
7-2 for Umut and 8,000 for 8,000 for Ericus and 7-2 for Umut.
Okay, so he should probably be able to outgrind it now to get into timeout. You're shaking your head. Sky Striker mirror matches.
Like everyone is acting like Umut. It's Umut's duty to actually play the cards really quickly. If he knows that he's going to lose, then it's like you don't have to hurry and not think then. just so you can lose. It's
Yeah, I don't see any intent of Umut actually stalling there. I also think that you guys should be a little more genuine in the chat. And there we have the timeout emotes, and we got confirmation by our operators that it is timeout, time of the round. They're packing up their things. So looks like a draw in the last round.
yep.
So Umut not able to securing that second place finish because of that draw. Yeah, so we are done with our...
Wait, so he was at 5,000 dive points now, so this is a draw again, right?
It is a draw, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Erika's quickly activated the Widow Anchor as well and to attack with 2 monsters to do 3,000 damage there.
Yep.
So he made sure to surely win this in time. And yeah, we finished with this long, fun, also draining day of Yu-Gi-Oh! We had all the relevant meta decks today in the featured match area. We saw a lot of Salomon grades, we saw the Sky Striker deck, and we also saw the Danger Thunder deck.
Yeah,
Only
no,
once.
not too much of the Danger Thunder deck though.
And
yeah.
we saw Orcus twice, like both in person of Thomas Rose. He showed us just twice.
True.
And did we see any other decks? Like, oh yeah, we saw Subterror twice as well. Chantari and...
No, Chantari played Salomon Grade.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, how could Chantari not be playing his Subterror deck? Basically his signature deck, because he was so happy with the deck, and it seemed like he absolutely saw it's a perfect choice for Düsseldorf. When he was interviewed and was being in the feature match area, he's like,
but there's so much more striker right now. So yeah, Subterra is not going to be the best choice. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. We will be back on Tuesday and Thursday next week for our podcast and the Ultimate Guard League Cup. And yeah, thank you for participating. I mean, not participating the German Open, but participating in the chat and staying with us. And of course, you can also gain our amazing emotes by subscribing if you have like a Twitch Prime sub left over, or you really want to sub us anyways, then you are free to do so. So thanks from me.
Yeah, I cannot add a whole lot to that. I think we both had a wonderful time today.
Yeah, true.
We saw a lot of good matches. We actually had quite a bit of fun.
I'm really tired.
I hope you guys enjoyed that too, that we're not just strictly focusing on the game and are having some fun on the side, doing some jokes, like sprechen Deutsch.
Ja, das Deutsch sprechen, ja, sehr gut, ja.
Yeah, and we had a fun time, as I said, and I'm happy to have a drink now for after work. And we can wrap it up right here. See you guys on Tuesday for the podcast. Please, everybody, tune in. We will be happy to welcome you for that as well. As already teased, we will have Eamons,
Erkin Aydin
for that. And of course, the Ultimate Guard Cup on Thursday as well. That's it. Have a nice evening, a nice Sunday as well. Bye, guys.
Bye.